In this video, let's have a statistical view to the 4-match test series of India vs England. Which side is good in top order and middle order? Which team has a good record in bowling department? And who has the highest chance to win this series? Let's look at what data says. Watch till the end to find out the answers. Welcome to Stumps and Bails. I'm your host Manish. Let's start the number game. First, let's have a look at the head-to-head battle. India and England will scare up for the 34th time in a test series. The two teams have played 33 test series, of which 15 have been played in India and 18 have been played in England. Of the 18 series played in England, India have won 3 and England have won 14 and 1 was drawn. Of the 15 series played in India, India have won 7 and England have won 5 and 3 were drawn. Since the turn of the 21st century, India have hosted England 5 times. India managed to win 3 out of them, while England emerged to win a series once and 1 series was drawn. Well, India is virtually unbeatable at home. They have lost just 2 series since 2001. One was a loss to Australia in 2004 and another to England in 2012. Well, none of the current teams in international cricket are so strong at home. Now, let's look at the batting stats of both the teams. First, let's look at the top order analysis. Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill will be the openers for India going into the series. Rohit has had a terrific start to his test opening career, where he has smashed 685 runs at an average of 68.5, while his partner Shubman Gill has scored 259 runs at an impressive average of 51.8. Mayank Agarwal is the backup opener in the squad, who is currently going through a lean phase with the bat, having scored 180 runs in his last 10 outings at an average of only 18. India's number 3, Cheteshwar Pujara, is coming off a fabulous series in Australia, scoring 271 runs, but more than the numbers, it was his courage which was on display. Pujara has scored 349 runs in his recent 10 outings, while Ajinkya Rahane has scored 284 runs in his name. England's opener for this series will be Rory Burns and Dom Sibley. Rory Burns has scored 338 runs in his last 10 knocks as an opener, averaging a middling 33.8, while Dom Sibley has scored 216 runs under his belt in the last 10 outings at an average of lowly 24. Jack Rowley has a great numbers in his last 10 knocks, thanks to his marathon 267 against Pakistan. He has scored 452 runs at an average of 45.2 in his recent 10 encounters. England's captain Joe Root had an outstanding series in Sri Lanka. Root has scored 573 runs at an average of 71.62 in his last 10 knocks, while the new entrant Dan Lawrence has scored 99 runs in his last 4 innings, averaging 33. The Indian top order in total has scored around 2300 runs in their last 10 knocks. England's combined top order has 1700 runs among their last 10 knocks. India seems to have a clear edge over England here. Now, let's jump into the middle order analysis. India's middle order showed great resistance in Australia, and the return of KL Rahul and Hardik Pandya strengthens it even more. Rishabh Pant, who had a major say in India's series win in Australia, has scored 361 runs in his last 10 outings, averaging more than 40, while Hardik Pandya has 239 runs under his belt, and KL Rahul has just 191 runs to show in his last 10 outings. Ravichandran Ashwin and Wriddhiman Saha have almost identical returns, as Ashwin has scored 106 runs and Saha has scored 105. England have one of the strongest middle orders in the game. Their batting numbers reflect the same. Ben Stokes has 516 runs in his last 10 knock, averaging a solid 57.3. Josh Buttler is in far behind, as he has scored 512 runs at an outstanding average of 64. England have also been helped by the contributions from players like Ben Foakes, Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. The trio has contributed 332, 112 and 101 runs respectively. India's middle order has just 1026 runs under their name in the last 10 innings, and England's collective middle order batting has contributed a mammoth 1573 runs. They are clearly ahead of India in this metric. Now, let's look at the bowling analysis. India's bowlers have been hit by injuries. None of the bowlers played all the 4 test matches in Australian tour. Kuldeep Yadav has the highest strike rate among the present, and he takes wicket for every 41 balls, and he has picked 24 wickets on his name. Ravichandran Ashwin has picked 20 wickets in his last 10 outings, and he will be a key asset for the team. While the pace trio of Ishant Sharma, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj have picked 19, 17 and 13 wickets each respectively. England have great performance in their bowling ranks. Stuart Broad leads the chart with 29 wickets on his name. Moeen Ali is a surprise entry at number 2 as in his last 10 outings he has picked 22 wickets. Jack Leach, the English spinner, has picked 20 wickets, while the all-rounder Ben Stokes has picked 19 wickets to his credit. If your leading wicket taker of all time comes in at number 5 position, then it is a big reason to worry for the opponents. James Anderson, much like Stokes, has picked 19 wickets in his kitty. India's combined bowling efforts has picked up 116 wickets. England's bowling unit has picked 169 wickets, and this may well prove to be the difference between the two sides. The visiting England team is high on skill, experience and confidence. They will be silently hopeful of pulling off a series win against India, while India on the other hand has created history by winning a test at Gabba and pulling off a series win in Australia. It will be a battle of who refuses to give up. Both the teams have class written all over them. With the likes of Joe Root, Ben Stokes, Jofra Archer, James Anderson, Josh Buttler, Stuart Broad in the opposition ranks, it won't be easy for India to steamroll over them. But you can't write off the rampaging Rohit Sharma at home, nor can you overlook Virat Kohli, Ravichandran Ashwin and Jasprit Bumrah. It promises to be a cracking series. Here is the StumpsnadBails prediction. Both the teams look evenly matched. There is hardly anything to choose between them. Since India are the host nation, we are going in with Team India. Thanks for watching the video. If you are new to this channel, please do subscribe to StumpsnadBails and show some love. Thank you.